Today let's solve questions related to electrochemistry topic in ESET chemistry papers between 2016 to 2012. So let's go to the first question. Which of the following is an electrolyte? What is an electrolyte? An electrolyte is a substance which on dissolution, even at a moderate dilution, ionizes completely. Strong electrolytes include hydrogen chloride, HNO3, sodium hydroxide, salt, calcium chloride, etc. And substances which on dissolution in water, dissociate to a little extent are called weak electrolytes, and basically acetic acid is one such electrolyte. So this is the definition of this. So you can find this PDF in the link provided in the description. So calculate the standard EMF, electromotive force of a cell, with cadmium and copper given. The voltage is 0.44 volts at the cadmium end and minus 0.34 volts at the copper end. Now it is given 0.44 and minus 0.34. So oxidation potential of cadmium is 0.44, whereas reduction potential of cadmium is minus 0.44. So this is reduction potential. Now oxidation potential of copper is minus 0.34 volts given in the question. So reduction potential of copper will be reverse plus 0.34. So now what is the standard EMF? It is simply, for a cell it will be E right minus E left. So here left is your minus 0.44 and right is your plus 0.34. So I can simply substitute minus 0.34 minus of minus 0.44 is simply 0.78. Okay. So the next question. A solution of nickel chloride was electrolyzed using platinum electrodes. After electrolysis, what will happen? So basically nickel will be deposited in the platinum cathode. Now what is the reason? This is the answer. So pure metal deposits at cathode during electrolysis. This is the main reason. So the ions of impure metal from anode will travel to the cathode through electrolytes, and in the meantime cathode starts becoming thicker and anode starts becoming thinner. So the impurities will get dissolved in an electrolyte and the insoluble impurities will settle down as anode mud. So here electrolyte is a salt solution of the metal that has to be purified. You have to remember this. So nickel will be deposited at the cathode end. Next, which of the following metals undergoes oxidation fast? So for this you have to remember the table. So if you observe lithium, it has it acts as the strongest reducing agent and it has minus 0.35 standard potential, whereas fluorine, it has the highest in terms of oxidation potential. So lithium undergoes oxidation very fast. Important. So very slow it happens with fluorine. Try to remember this because there is a chance you get this question in your exam. So an aqueous solution of which of the following compounds will conduct electricity? So basically propionic acid, also known as propionate, It belongs to a class of organic compounds known as carboxylic acids, and these carboxylic acids are compounds containing acid group with formula minus bond, single bond, carbon, oxygen and OH. So carboxylic acids are weak acids, so they do not conduct electricity. Remember, but even small level of in the solution, secondly, all the acids do conduct electricity, and electricity generates due to the presence of ions and movement in the solution. So the next question, this is a similar question. So given the potential for nickel is minus 0.38 and for copper it is plus 0.48. Now what is the standard EMF of nickel? So here remember, anode is your nickel and cathode is your copper. Now nickel, it is given minus 0.38 is the oxidation potential, and here plus 0.4 plus 0.34 is provided as the oxidation potential of copper. Now from this I will get my reduction potential of nickel, which is the left side, which is plus 0.38 volts. Similarly, so the reduction potential of copper electrode in the right hand side will be minus or opposite direction, which is minus 0.34. So as solved earlier, the potential is E right minus E left, which is minus 0.34 minus 0.38, which is minus 0.72. Next question. Which one of the following metal ions undergo fastest reduction? I have shown you a similar diagram here. So I have told you to remember these two values, but you have to even have to try to memorize these values also. So if you see, silver undergoes fast reaction because it has a strong reducing agent and it has a positive potential. Next, so this question, the standard reduction potential of lithium, zinc, hydrogen are given. Which is the strongest reducing agent? Earlier I have told you strongest reducing agent is lithium because it has a potential of minus 3.05, whereas weakest reducing agent will be your fluorine. So you have to remember the order of this for solving questions related to reducing agents. So let's go to the next question. In salt bridge, KCl is used because, so electrolyte in a salt bridge is chosen such that it will not react with any of the chemicals used in the cell. So the anion and cation must have similar conductivity and have similar migratory speed. So potassium ion and chlorine ions have the same ionic mobilities and they have the same transport number. So if you see the options, this suits well. So let's go to the next question. What is the metal present in froth flotation method? So types of ores that are concentrated in froth flotation method are sulfide ores. So you use sometimes sulfide galena or zinc blend also. So sulfide ores in which copper extraction is done in this particular method. So oxide, so try to see this. So sulfide ores and copper extraction are done using froth flotation method. So let's go to the next question. So calculate the EMF of a cell at 25 degrees given zinc and copper having potentials minus 0.76 and plus 0.34. As given the reduction potential, observe not the oxidation potential. He has made the problem easy for us. So we simply know for a cell it is right minus left. So if you observe here, the rightmost is zinc. Sorry, the rightmost in this case is zinc, whose value is, sorry, it is copper, whose value is 0.34, and leftmost is zinc, whose value is minus 0.76. So here I am taking a minus of minus, so it is a plus 1.1 volt. Okay, you have an explanation for the same. So which one of the following reaction takes place under standard conditions? So the definition of a standard state condition specifies 1 atmosphere of pressure, that liquids and gases are be pure, that solution is called 1 molar solution, and temperature is not specified, although most tables compile data at 25 degrees. So STP is used for calculations involving gases. So here a strip of iron placed in the air under acidic conditions take place under standard conditions. So iron in air under acidic conditions is your answer. So next, let's go to the next question. Which one of the following is a good conductor? So basically metals are good conductors of electricity. So copper, silver, gold are good electrical conductors, and in a conductor electric current can flow freely since metals have free electrons than charges. So if you see all this is a metal, which is your answer. Now in galvanic cell, chemical energy is converted to, what is a galvanic cell? So chemical energy is converted into electrical energy in a galvanic cell. So you have zinc sulfate and copper sulfate, which are connected through a sodium chloride bridge. So here zinc has weaker pull of electrons and copper has stronger pull, and this salt bridge will be helping to balance out the charge in the voltaic cell. So I'll explain the diagram here. So see this problem. So galvanic cell is used to convert electrical energy, and you have zinc sulfate and copper sulfate connected using a salt bridge, and this salt bridge is used for having charge in the voltaic cell. So next question. According to Faraday's first law, the mass of any substance deposited on the liberated the electrode is directly proportional to. So you have two laws, Faraday's laws of electrolysis. So the mass of a substance deposited or liberated at an electrode is directly proportional to the amount of charge passed. So if you see the options, this is it. So we also have a second law in which the mass of a substance deposited or liberated in an electrode passing a certain amount of charge is directly proportional to the chemical equivalent weight. Okay, remember these two laws, they are very important. Next, so in a given galvanic cell, the standard reduction potential, so here he is given directly the answer, second part, not the oxidation potential, reduction potential, which is 0.76 minus, and for copper it is given as minus point. So you have to remember, in case of the EM of a cell is right value minus left value. So the right value is minus 0.40 and the left value is minus 0.76. So basically, how do I know which is right and which is left? So Daniell cell, here he has given the galvanic cell with zinc and copper, And here if you observe, zinc will be on the right side and copper will be on the left side. So here you have a value 0.4 minus of minus 6, which is 0.36 volts. So this is your answer. So this questions related to this topic are completed.